Good evening, lovely tubers. Blank Mexican back in for another video tonight. I apologize. I just discovered that I recorded this whole 30-minute video. I was talking to myself, and my recording software was not recording, so I'm going to do this video again for you guys all over again. So I apologize. I might be a little rushed. I'm a little frustrated because I just kind of like wasted 30 minutes of my life, but that's okay because I'm going to do it better on the second take. So first card here is going to be Trance Archfiend. There's two versions of this card, this being the most common. Unfortunately, this card will look fantastic. It needs a secret rare reprint. This is an old school Dark World support card. Really cheap here. Looking at the original print, first editions are about 10 cents. Here's one for 15. There's plenty on the market here. Let's take a look at some 3-ofs really quick. Here's 36 for 15 cents. So there you go. Awesome, right there, perfect. Again, this is just a super awesome card. You can pause the video here if you want to read this effect. It's got a dual effect. You can pitch, and then you can get a dark monster when it goes to the graveyard. Yeah, awesome card. Definitely needs a secret reprint because secret rare is my favorite rarity, one of my favorite rarities, and this card needs to be secret rare. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Pretty awesome. Denko Sekka. Okay, a couple different versions. This just got reprinted in Dual Devastator or one of the Dual somethings. This is a secret rare from Battle for Legends White's Revenge. This card used to be up to around $8. It's jumped all the way down to about 2 bones now. We're looking at about, 2 bones for the first edition. These are the secret rares, highest rarity, 5+ pages. This is an awesome card. Everyone should have at least a playset of this card. This is an awesome side card. Every deck I build, I always stack a playset of Royal Decree and Twin Twister, and this card is becoming more of a side deck staple for me, specifically now that I'm very interested in blending with Shaddolls. I've been looking at a whole different stuff. There's actually a new series that I want to add to my channel. It's already there, but kind of add on to, because I always do market watch investments. But some kind of ideas on deck building. I'm like obsessed with Shaddolls now. I've been trying to blend it with pretty much everything that revolves around the graveyard. I have some notes here of the blends I've been thinking about. Of course, you have Shaddol Invoked. I started messing around with Shaddol Zombie, Shaddol Dark World, Shaddol Danger. Right now I'm looking into Layer of Darkness. My personal favorite that I've been messing with the most right now is Shaddol Lightsworn, which has been working out very, very well. I really, this is kind of like a rough draft of what I've been messing with. I've been altering this over and over, play testing it. This is kind of the version that I've liked the best so far. I'm kind of constantly tweaking it a card here and there, but this is kind of like a rough idea. Specifically, some awesome things about this deck is when you bust out Winda and you equip it with Moonmirrored Shield, it's pretty much unstoppable. It just beats down and runs over like all your opponent's monster, all that firepower endlessly. And then, of course, it locks them down. It's only special on once per turn, and then it can't be destroyed by card effects. So it's really hard to get rid of after that once you get that combo locked down. Of course, you got the recycle factor. If they pop it off, you can put it on top of your deck for 500 life points. It's pretty awesome, too. One thing that I've been having an issue with, which, again, I'm not super crazy about the rules and the missing timing, but I've noticed when I'm playing and when I use Charge of the Life Brigade, I don't get the Shaddol effects if they get burned to the grave. It's in the top 3 cards of the grave, and then you search a Lightsworn. It's not getting the effect for the Shaddol. So I don't know if that's kind of like a cost thing, kind of like when you're playing Dark Worlds, and if you play if it's like a discard for a card effect, you don't get the Dark Worlds effect, that kind of underlining rule. I'm not really sure how that works. That's kind of been an issue for that, but this is still a fantastic injury card, and it's an awesome grave dumping card. And then, of course, we have Pot of Avarice at 3 now. So with this card, it just constantly dumps and dumps and dumps cards. So it's pretty awesome for Recycle 5, which is pretty great. You got to be careful, though. That's why I only run 2. I was kind of messing around with 3, trying to get a little greedy, back down to 2. This is a terrible card to open with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is this is really fun. So this is awesome. So I've been kind of getting into messing around with Shaddolls of late. It's like my favorite thing to mess with. Some future projects that I'm looking at is trying to do Shaddol Blue Eyes, Shaddol Chaos, possibly Shaddol Infernoid, and maybe Shaddol Metaphys. I'm not sure how that how to pronounce that word. But anyway, Denko Sekka, awesome card. Moving on here, I don't want to get too crazy with it. Hand Destruction. This is another card that I've been kind of trying to mess with. I'm not really sure, so again, I don't know if this is considered a sending to as a cost. So I'm not sure if this would work for like Dark World effects and for like Shaddoll effects, but this is something that I want to experiment with because it's very diverse, being a quick play, and you can pitch to and draw to is really great. I'm always all about draw power cards. I think they're very, very important in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. It's the engines, man. It's the engines that gets the gears going. And sorry about that. Someone's super pissed off, has some road rage apparently outside of my apartment right now. Anyway, moving on. So this card, we have all commons. This has been printed a couple times, but this is the highest rarity. This is Duelist Pack 7 rare. Fortunately, we don't have a holo print of this yet. It's about $1. Here's tour for about $0.50 plus $1 shipping. So you guys can dig through that if you want. This is just another idea. It's kind of, again, I got this idea because I wanted to mess to see if this works with Dark World card effects as well as Shaddoll effects. System down. This is awesome for those menacing in and out meta decks or machine decks. Of course, you always have the Advent Cyber Dragon players with their menacing Infinity Dragons. Pretty crazy. And these are the super rares. Super rare reprint from OTS 2. And they're sitting at about $3, which are pretty cool. But there's also the ultimate rare, which is kind of probably what everyone's more interested in, which is not too terribly expensive, but it's definitely up there. So what's going on here? Is it gonna? Oh, here we go. All right. So the original print Cybernetic Revolution Ultimate Rares. Take a look at these really quick. Fantastic card. Just kind of, it'll wipe out all your machine enemies. It's pretty great. Alright, so Unlimited starting off at $16. Let's see if we can get a first edition here. First edition is $28. So $28 for this. So yeah, this card is a hard side deck card, 28 bones. But it is an old school ultimate in first edition. So alright, next card is going to be Guardian Ito. So there's several different prints of this. This is specifically the original print OG from Stardust Overdrive, secret rare. Awesome artwork, really deep secret rare flowing from this print. Really hard to put in a deck. You really have to be playing a very, very certain deck to play this card. But on its own merit alone, it's not getting any younger. And it's got awesome artwork, and it's an old school secret rare from Stardust Overdrive, which is kind of hard to get stuff from Stardust Overdrive for some reason. I'm not really sure if it was like short printed or just everyone just soaked it all up when it first came out. I'm not really sure what happened then. But looking at the first edition here, it's $60. $60 and then jumps all the way to $80. So I'm telling you, like, these old school secret rares, I don't know, a collector market is closing down on these or what. But yeah, $60 for Guardian Ethos. Who knew? Pretty incredible. Next card is going to be Card D. This is an awesome old school Galactic Overload card. Again, draw power. Kind of like a silly artwork, kind of like a lowrider, kind of like gangster style. Anyway, but it's secret rare. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead, and of course there's plenty of reprints like the Secret Forces super rare, and I think there's some commons from structure decks and all that. But this being the best OG secret rare, we're going to go ahead and look at the first editions, which are going to be about $4-ish here. About $4, and here's a 2 of right here. So pretty cool. Ignis Heat. So the next kind of version, or little stance here of the video, I kind of got this idea because I was thinking of, there's always decks that have these cards that they run 3 of, or just these signature cards that are powerhouses, obviously like this, like Ignis Heat, true Draco players, this kind of pops up every once in a while. I guess this is technically considered a rogue deck now. It used to be like super meta a couple years ago. Like pretty much almost unstoppable. But anyway, this is a reprint from Fist of the Gadgets. Awesome reprint. Usually reprints go down in rarity. Fortunately for this card, it got a rarity bump upgrade to a secret rare, which looks fantastic here. I'm not personally a True Draco player myself, but the deck needs to be respected. It's definitely a very respectable deck, and it held #1 spot for quite a long time. But the secret rare reprint here is sitting about $1 plus with shipping. And yeah, it's about 2 gold, and there's 5+ pages on the market, so pretty great. The next card in this kind of topic is going to be Subterra Guru. This is going to be the reprint because the original print was a common. So, again, I'm all about original print first editions, but when it comes to like commons versus holo prints, like obviously you're always going to go for, in my opinion, the holo print. Not a big fan of ultra rare. Ultra rare is my least favorite holo print rarity, but it's all we have right now, so it is what it is, and this is literally like not even $1. And then 5+ pages on the market, so pretty awesome with that. So there's something about it. So like this, obviously, and the next card is going to be not the hero stuff. Fiendus, where is it? Here we go. This is the Fist of the Gadgets version. And don't get this version. You want to get the original print version. So they reprint it. I think it's really silly. I don't like it when they reprint same rarities. It just kind of seems like a waste of time to me personally. But the original print first edition super rares for Subterra Fiendus, again, this and Guru, like you need these cards. They're essential for the deck. These essential stuff. So it's kind of like the Grapha for Dark World. Like you need to have these cards, or like the Judgment Dragon for Lightsworn. I'm really showing my age here with like these old school decks and stuff. But anyway, they're super cheap right now. So I mean, me personally, I invest in deck cores that I like, as a lot of players do. A lot of players like to play, play diverse, change it up, and collect different decks. Like me personally, like I like zombies, I like Dark World, I like anti-meta. I like Infernities. I like Lightsworn, Infectors, Gravekeepers, like all this stuff. Like there's so many different decks, like Atlantean Mermail, Shadal, Satellar Knights. Like there's all these awesome decks. So you can pick your own pie. You can do it however you want to do it. Me personally, I think picking up these really cheap core cards is pretty awesome. Because sometimes they go up, sometimes they don't. You don't really know. But this card is just awesome. It's just an awesome card. Really cool artwork. And original print first editions are like not even $1. So I mean, why not? If this card becomes popular again, people are going to want their first edition original print Subterra Fiendus, and you can buy several for like $1 right now. Masked Hero Acid, like $25, $26. Pretty incredible. Is this the only print? This is still the only print of Masked Hero Acid. Not a big hero player. I've never built heroes. I respect them on their own merit. They're really diverse. They probably have the biggest support system, like printed a run of cards ever. They're always constantly getting some kind of support from like pretty much every set. And they have just godly fusions. I love their fusions, more particularly Absolute Zero. Absolute Zero still to this day does not have a secret rare reprint to my dissatisfaction. This card needs a secret rare reprint, or at least an ultimate reprint or something. This card deserves a higher than just a ultra rare print. This was the Heroes Revenge print. These are like $1, not a real big deal because the manga ones is the ones everyone wants, technically the most rare and highest value, but really, I think it's only like $10. Let's see, here's the GX manga promotional card, ultra rare. This card needs to be higher than an ultra rare. It needs to be a secret rare. Like I can't emphasize this enough. This is outrageous. Yeah, $10 for the manga one. And then there's a super rare, which personally is my favorite so far. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I would totally get this. It's so much cheaper, and I just like super rares over ultra rares. I don't know. I'm just kind of silly like that. But this deserves a secret rare, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Next card is going to be Vanity's Emptiness, and again, I apologize. I'm kind of rushing through this because I'm doing this twice, as I said before. Let's go ahead and look at the Legendary Collection 5Ds. First edition. This card is currently banned. The super blowout card. I'm an avid fan that everything comes back from the list eventually, and this card is no stranger to that. I think this card is going to come back, and it's about $9, so it's not very economy friendly right now. It's actually pretty expensive. This card was not that expensive. It was actually a little more expensive, and it kind of went down. Now it's kind of leveling out at this like $9-10 range. So it's kind of up to you. I already have a couple prints of this when I bought it when it was significantly lower. But fear not, if you don't want to get a first edition secret rare, there is the original print first edition, I think from Star Strike Blast, and Secret Forces first editions. which are super cheap too. I think these are like $3. So these used to be like under $1 for like the longest time. They're about like 3 bones now, if I'm not mistaken. 2 plus 3 bones. Take a look. Blast the Past, Secret Forces. Here we go. Yeah, about $2 for these first edition super rares. So personally, I would prefer this one. Some people say the first edition commons are better. I would just prefer first edition super, honestly, for Secret Forces. They're probably cheaper than the common first editions anyway. And the secret rare, awesome as well, but 10 bones. So, alright, so I was doing some research in these subsets. I kind of basically went through all the subsets, and the 2 subsets I'm featuring in this video is going to be Dragons of Legend and Number Hunters. The only 2 cards that really stood out to me that I was really interested in that I wanted to feature was number 15, Gimmick Puppet, which we're going to go into right here, which has actually seen a small increase in value. This card was like $1 for days, $2, $3, $1. Kind of silly artwork, but it's a level 8. Again, I'm an Advent Dark World player, so if there's room, I usually run a 1 copy of this. Back in the day, I used to run more when X, Y, Z are a little bit more prevalent. But now they're coming back because Master Duel 5 is a real thing. So $6 is for the first editions again, $6-ish, $7 for these. So pretty awesome effect. Kind of an underground card. Really just a card to just mention from this set on its own merit alone. Pretty awesome. So there is that card. The next card is going to be Box of Friends. Box of Friends doesn't have like a super great effect. It's just the artwork. I love the artwork of Box of Friends so much. It's pretty awesome. It's a nice, deep secret rare foiling. It's pretty legendary. See if I can find it here. And here it is. Box of Friends. Awesome. And it's super cheap too. So there's something about this card. Like, it's mostly just the artwork. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Then you can pause, read the effect here if you want to figure out what it does. But kind of just like one of like the the more forgotten cards for the set. This wasn't a big blowout set. No one really liked this set. I didn't even get this set. This set just came in the Dragon Ruler tins. So that's kind of like the only reason I really found out anything or owned anything about this set. But it's like a quarter. It's like a quarter for this card. So yeah, Box Friend. Okay, so next set is gonna be Dragons of Legend. The first Dragons of Legend. There's Dragons of Legend Unleashed and Dragons of Legend 2. I think there's 3 different sets of this. But anyway, this is Dragons of Legend, I guess 1 you could say. Guarded Treasure. So this card, it's a big discard outlet in the beginning, but if you're playing a deck where you're just drawing and drawing and drawing like crazy, and you want to discard and pop off effects from the grave, this could potentially be a one-of. Really cool artwork. I really enjoy the artwork. Again, it's another secret rare card, which is awesome. You guys know I love my secret rares. Going to the first editions, it's about $1 plus if you want to do it in shipping. And then it gets about 2 bones, and then there's about 5 of those. So, awesome card. Next one is going to be Curry Bandit. Couple different prints here, but I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the secret rare from Dragons of Legend, because this is the set that I'm showcasing here at the end of this video. Pretty sure it's like $3, if I'm not mistaken. Thought about this card because, again, I've been messing around with Shaddolls a lot. And this is kind of more prevalent. I think people used this in Lightsworn back in the day, if I'm not mistaken. First edition here is about $4. And yeah, it's about $4. If you want to factor in shipping, it's going to be about $4 for this card. So again, this is the highest rarity secret rare. Awesome artwork. Pretty cool effect. Only downfall to this is that it has to be normal summon. I really wish if it was just summoned, like any kind of summon, you could pop off its effect at the end phase. Kind of slows this card down a lot, but still a cool card. Last 2 cards here for Dragons of Legend to wrap up is going to be Fire Hand and Ice Hand. These are pretty cool floaters. Kind of out of date, but I like these cards. I like them. I like how they can dig in your deck and special summon and swap them out and pop cards, and it's pretty great. Going into Fire Hand here, there's 2 versions of this. There's the Premium Gold Secret Golds and these ones. So, I mean, they're just FYI for you guys. Here's it right here. First edition, these are the original print secret rares from Dragons of Legend. First, they're like $1. They're like $1 for days. There's 3 pages for Fire Hand, and I think there's 4 pages for Ice Hand. 5 pages. And for Ice Hand, it's like about 60 cents, and then yeah, just hovers under $1 all day long, and there's plenty on the market for that. So just wanted to showcase those really quick. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This has been a showcasing by The White Mexican, and I will see you in the next video.